for Wake Up with Witcher. Here's meteorologist Mike Witcher from the East Tennessee Weather Center.
And good morning. It's 7 o'clock here, getting us started on our Thursday. How's everybody doing this morning? Sure hope you're having a great day. Live look at the interstate. That's 40 in West Hills. Traffic is running smoothly. Live look from Maynardville. Got a little bit of fog out there. Kind of that hazy sky. Sun's coming up and a big old orange sunrise this morning. I'm going to share with you coming up in just a few minutes. A nice little, prequel to the football game on Saturday. As the kids head off to school this morning, we're in the 60s and 70s. We're on our way into the mid-90s again here today, my friends. Yesterday, we made it to 96 degrees in Knoxville, 100 in Chattanooga. It was an incredibly hot day yesterday, and unfortunately, if you're not a big fan of the heat, well, that trend's going to continue again throughout the day today. All right, so let's talk about it. 96 in Knoxville to 94 in Crossville. Crossville is 12 degrees above average. I mean, that is incredibly hot. 100 degrees in Chattanooga, like I said, and 93 in Tri-Cities, where their average high is 85 for this time of the year. But where does that put us now? Again, every single day since last Tuesday, we've been increasing the temperatures by anywhere from 2 to 3 degrees. So we went from 78 last Tuesday to 96 degrees yesterday. Wow, that's an incredibly hot warming trend. All right, so let's talk about the forecast here, because as we look ahead, we will continue to see, we're going to see some more sunshine across the area. So that's really what we're going to be experiencing here throughout the day today. I'm not quite sure why my shot is so weird, but it is. So there we go. Have to deal with that this morning. Let's fix that. That's driving me nuts. There we go. Oh, that's more like it. All right, here we go. All right, so nothing showing up on the satellite and radar. That's ground clutter. Temperatures again this morning, like the last couple of mornings, have been trending a little bit warmer. So yeah, we're running about 1 to 3 degrees warmer. We're now in the 60s and 70s. It's got a warm, not necessarily muggy feel to the air, but it's got a warm feel to the air for sure. And the wind is light, and so you have a little bit more moisture. You have clear skies during the overnight hours. And, well, we have the fog. No rain yesterday. And the story goes, high pressure starts to get squashed down to our south. A cold front and a low pressure system trough is swinging our way. And that's the culprit for, that's going to be the culprit for bringing us some rain showers as we get into the upcoming weekend. But I do have some updated information for you about the rain chances this weekend for anybody that may be heading off to the football game. All right, we got that going for us. So stay with me for that. All right, we do have another air quality alert, just like yesterday, for the Central Valley and the Southern Valley due to elevated ozone levels. So something to kind of keep in mind. If you suffer from some sort of lung disease, not only are you not going to want to be outside because it's so hot, but it's not like we're not acclimated to it. It's not like it's the beginning of summer and we're like, oh, this is the first time. It's really hot. We've not been here yet. No, we've been there. We've been there a lot this summer. So it's going to be another toasty one here this afternoon. Futurecast picking up our timeline at lunchtime. Today, we do have a chance for a couple of spotty showers. Maybe a couple rumbles of thunder. Best locations will be across the plateau and the mountains. As we get into the afternoon and early evening hours, get a little bit more moisture. You get orographic lift. That means the higher elevations help lift the air a little bit quicker than the lower elevations. And so we typically get the air to rise a little bit sooner. Listen, the sunshine's already hitting the peaks of the mountains and already starting to warm that air up. Doesn't seem like it is, but it's already starting to warm that air up, and that's why the higher elevations, you get that rising air to happen sooner, and we typically get better chances for showers and thunderstorms across the plateau and the mountains. So 60s and 70s now, 90 degrees by lunchtime. You know I love a good patio day and a patio lunch day. But this is maybe not the day to be sitting out on a patio. We're going to be at 90 degrees at lunchtime. And that means our goal is today, not a lofty goal, not a goal that maybe we want. I know Katrina doesn't want a goal that we don't want to be there anymore, Katrina, do we? We're going to be in the mid to upper 90s. So a very similar pattern to what we had yesterday. Dew points, well, they climbed just a little bit more today. So from yesterday through today, just a little bit more humidity, making it feel just a little bit hotter. So yeah, heat index values are going to be back right around 100 degrees this afternoon, which again elevates that heat stress. So as the kids get out, I saw a story that UT band, Pride of the Southland band, had to actually cancel practice early yesterday because it was just too darn hot. And so coaches and parents, something to keep in mind. If your kids have outdoor events, practices, during the afternoons and evenings. They need extra breaks. They need extra water. For sure, just to keep that body a little bit on the cooler side. The good thing is that we don't have extreme humidity throughout the day today. That will quickly change on into our Friday, and temperatures will be just as hot. So into the evening hours we go. It's going to be a toasty evening. So if you want to do an after dinner walk, maybe wait until closer to sundown, like right around 8 o'clock. But it's still going to be 87 degrees and possibly feeling like 90 by 8 o'clock here tonight. So it is going to be a hot one. We're going to continue that heat stress on into our Friday. We'll start to shrink that a little bit on Saturday. But Saturday, if you're heading off to the football game on Saturday, it is going to be a hot one. And we're going to have a lot more humidity, making it feel even hotter. And that's what's going to lead us to some afternoon showers and thunderstorms with that approaching cold front that I just showed you. As we get into our Sunday, the heat stress starts to come way on down because we got a cold front swinging its way into the area. We're going to see elevated rain chances as we get into the weekend. And Sunday looks like it's going to be the best day. So we'll go 96 today, 94 today, tomorrow, and 92 on Saturday. But remember, as temperatures come on down, dew points are actually coming on up. And so 92 on Saturday is going to feel similar to what today and to tomorrow feel, even though temperatures are coming down. See what I'm saying there? So an inverse relationship type of thing where, we don't, and the thing is not only are temperatures going to come down Saturday, we're going to have a little bit more cloud coverage. High pressure starts to get squashed, so that helps to take some of that heat away. We're going to have a little bit more cloud coverage, so that also helps to take a little bit of the heat away. And then humidity comes up. So that also is harder to heat up the atmosphere when you add more moisture to it. It takes a little bit longer, a little bit more energy to heat up the atmosphere. Either way you slice it and dice, it is going to be on the hot side. But let me go back to that here for a second, because as you can see, as we get into next week, we have a cooling trend on the way. And here's some good news. We are looking at the possibility of below average temperatures as this little pocket of cool air swings on through 6 to 10 days out, maybe 8 to 14 days out as it slides off to our east. So we actually may be setting up for a good solid weather pattern starting, let's say Monday. Today, tomorrow, and Sunday, maybe not the case. All right, let's switch over to rain, shall we? Last time we saw rain was on the 19th of the month. So that's what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 days in a row that we haven't seen rain. Today's going to be day number 10, although even though some of us will see some rain, most of us will not. So that 10% chance of rain today is across the plateau and the mountains. That is it. All that means. 10% coverage, plateau and mountains is the best locations. Remember, percentages, I'm not a huge fan of percentages. I don't like it. It's probabilities. Nobody understands them. It never tells the whole story, right? It doesn't tell you timing, intensity, duration, or even rainfall totals. So we'll see rain chances ramp up. Coverage ramps up as we get into our Saturday, but even more so on Sunday. Sunday, the Valley has the best chance of seeing rain. Let me explain. Here's your futurecast rainfall. Again, this is a long-range model forecast, but this is an in-house model. So we'll take you from now through tomorrow morning. 24 hours from right now, we stay rain-free. Mostly rain-free. Like I said, we do have a chance for a couple pop-up showers across the plateau and the mountains today. Friday into Saturday, Saturday morning, again, we'll pick up a little bit of rain. Not a ton. Best locations, mountains, plateau, but maybe a couple drifting into the valley on Friday. Here's 7 o'clock in the morning on Saturday. If you're doing some tailgating at Neyland Stadium, we'll be rain-free. Now watch as I progress through Saturday afternoon. Again, not a ton of rain. Plateau and mountains are likely to see some showers and thunderstorms on Saturday, but we may trend a little bit on the drier side here in the valley. You're welcome. You're welcome. I'll take credit for that. I'm just not going to take credit for the bad weather or the snowy weather. Unless you like snowy weather, then I'll take credit for that too. But watch this. Here comes this cold front. Cold front's going to start to swing its way on through. And here we go through the day on Sunday. Sunday will likely bring us better coverage of rainfall. And that's why those rain chances ramp up a little bit more on Sunday versus what we will see on Saturday. Are we excited about this? Julie, come on. You got to be excited about this. I think you said you were going to the football game, right? We'll be down there doing some tailgating. We'll be in G10. We're celebrating a birthday. Remember those friends? I'll talk more about that here in a second. Anyways, let me digress and move right along. Precipitation outlook, maybe trending at or slightly above average, I should say, for the first week to nearly 2 weeks of September. And if you are heading off to the football game, here is that big old game day forecast, my friends. Yeah, you got the UT tent, you got the barbecue grill going. You've got the, drink lots of water because look at this. So a lot of folks start to head down because it's the 12:30 game, 12:45 game. And so a lot of folks head down there between 7 and 8 o'clock in the morning. We're going to have temps in the 70s. It's going to be fantastic. And I actually really do think that Saturday is trending much, much better than what we were thinking the last couple of days, where we should see some drier conditions. But can't rule out some showers and thunderstorms during the afternoon. Kickoff for the football game, we're going to be right around 90. Now, remember, our high temperature comes down during the afternoon. So kickoff is not going to be our high temperature. As we get into the 3:30, 4 o'clock hour, as the game starts to wrap up, that's when we get into our high temperatures. And again, we're talking highs to be back into the 90s. So if you are heading off to the football game here this weekend, you want to check in on the rain, maybe just pack the rain gear just to be on the safe side, or check in with the morning update on Saturday before you head out to the tailgates. And again, an easy way to do that, because I don't broadcast live on Saturday, would be your daily forecast weather updates. We'll have everything updated, and then the Witcher is going to be heading down to campus for a little bit, go celebrate a birthday, and do some tailgating. And then, of course, we'll be coming back somewhere. I don't know where we're watching the game, and to be honest with you, but good way to check out that. And also, again, if you have not donated yet, please go to the app or the website, easttnweather.com, and donate. If you got 50 cents, $1, $2, I don't care what it is. Everything really helps to raise money for a great cause, and that's the American Cancer Society, breast cancer awareness and research right here in East Tennessee. And most of the money does stay here, just an FYI, for our local residents that are battling cancer. So again, if you have it in you, if you got a couple bucks, I would appreciate anything that you could possibly donate to help the cause. All right. Anyways, all right, that's the forecast. Are we tired of the heat? 96 yesterday. It was hot. Although I spent most of the day in the studio. So doing a bunch of work. All right, whose anniversary it is? Is it? Whose anniversary is it? I didn't see, but happy anniversary to whomever that may be. What's up, Robert? I love it. WUWW. Wake up with Witcher crew. We have a good solid crew, don't we? And building every day. There, I see new people pop into the chat every day. Remember, don't forget to go subscribe and slap that subscribe button on YouTube. Come on, let's bring that YouTube number up just a little bit. Yeah, I don't care if you don't watch YouTube. You don't have to. But did you know that YouTube is the number 2 search engine in the world? The number 2 search engine behind Google. It's the number 1 streaming platform right ahead of Roku TV. And guess where East Tennessee weather is? YouTube, Roku TV, and the app is growing every single day. So thank you so much for all this. All right, horrible warming trend, says Katrina. Not a fan, are you? Come on. It's summertime, baby. We still have a couple days of officially, meteorologically speaking, summertime. I got you, Kimberly. I got your messages. We'll hook you up. Julie even texted me. Man. We'll get there. But I do appreciate it. And just apparently Kimberly has something that she wants to give me. For a day of the week that I don't know what it is, she's going to send it to me. And we are going to debut this on the show when I ever do get this. If you'd ever send it, I can't. She lost my address. How do you lose my address? I thought you were my number 1 fan. Just gonna say. Krista says, Kat, are you ready to dance this morning? Who's ready to dance? Early to work, bummer. Yeah, well, I guess we got to pay the bills, don't we, Katrina? I was talking to my wife last night. I was like, do I need to be broadcasting at 7 o'clock in the morning? Do I need to have everything updated by 6 o'clock in the morning? What's the course of East Tennessee weather? Do I need to be doing this? And I think the answer is yes so far, but well, geez, you guys are pressuring me. Fine, let's do it. Get your boogie on. If you're itching so bad to dance, I need to see some dancing videos. Just throwing that out there. That's not how I dance. Just so you know. I'm dragging this music on, aren't I? Making you wait a little bit this morning. Okay. We played through the whole song. Oh, did you dance? Did you send me videos? All right, so today is National Lemon Juice Day. I like to call that lemonade. When you throw a pound of sugar in there. Let's see what lemon juice, National Lemon Juice. I love lemons. I've been trying to grow a lemon tree. I don't know if you recall this story I've told you before, but I've been trying to grow a lemon tree for years and years and years. I've tried from seed. I've just not bitten the bullet to go purchase an actual already sprouted growing lemon and lime tree, but I want a lemon and lime tree in my house. I don't know why. I don't have an answer for you. There are some things in the world that we just can't explain, and that is one of them. I just do. I love lemons and I love limes. When the sun is blazing high in the sky, National Lemon Juice Day comes along just in time to bring a refreshing squeeze to just about anything. On August 29th, we celebrate with a tart drop of lemon juice in your cooking, beverages, or freshen up the world around you. It's good for cleaning. Lemon juice is great for cleaning. It's great to take your lemons when you're done cutting them and using them. It's great to take them and put them down your garbage disposal. It really sanitizes and freshens up your garbage disposal. You can put lemons on apples when you cut an apple in half and you're not going to eat the other half until later. Swipe a little bit of lemon juice on there and your apple won't turn brown. But if it does and you don't do that, remember, you can just slice off just the very edge of that, and it's perfectly fine underneath. These are things I try to tell my kids, because when things turn brown or something like that, they're like, yeah. Like, what? Chill out. We'll fix this. Not an issue. And my favorite scent in the entire world is lemons. Okay, there we go. According to Hoyle Day. Anybody know what this is? Anybody know what according to Hoyle Day is? I do not, but it looks like it's a card game. According to Hoyle Day on August 29th, encourages individuals to honor the rules and regulations in particular situations. It's also a day to pay tribute to a man by the name of Edmund Hoyle, an Englishman who was thought to be the first technical writer on card games, hence the cards. Well, there you go. Thank you very much, Mr. Hoyle. And it's National Chop Suey Day. Chop Suey? Anybody like chop suey? Not me. I despise chop suey. My parents used to make chop suey growing up, and it's one of those things I just cannot eat. Do not like the flavor of it. Maybe I would now because I actually love Asian food now. But chop suey, I don't know. I think it's probably because I grew up in the 80s, and I think my parents probably picked out the canned chop suey by do you know what I'm talking about? It's a blue can. I think it's a blue can. And it says chop suey on it, and you just mix it with everything. It's disgusting. But anyways, chop suey day it is. And it's American Chinese culinary cuisine. There we go. So how about them apples? How about them lemons this morning? It's a beautiful morning. Live look there again in Union County as we get the day started. I did want to share a beautiful picture I took this morning in the backyard. Look at that. I got the moon, nice little crescent moon, and the big old orange sunrise. Getting ready for a big old football game here this weekend. Anybody excited for the football game? Do you care about UT football? I know that's like saying, that's like that's like a faux pas. Do you care about Tennessee football? Not everyone does. Diane Lay, good old smoky sunrise this morning. Sending that through the Witcher's Pictures link right there. Diana, you've outdone yourself on that one. That's an amazing sunrise. And it has that nice little orange glow. It's funny, too, because that orange glow was way more orangey to my naked eyes. Whoa, where are we going here? Where are we going over there? All right. Let's see here. All right. So, good morning, Aaron. It's almost Friday, or as Aaron says, it's Friday Eve. Yeah. It was just a wee bit toasty yesterday. I tried to, and if Brent's on here, I don't know if Brent is on here. He's my neighbor. He texted me yesterday. I totally forgot. I just spaced it out. I got busy with work, and I had bunch of phone calls to make yesterday, but I was offered the family and the kids to come down and do some swimming down at the neighbor who is Brent. He's also a Witcher weather watcher. And Brent, if you're joining us this morning, I totally apologize and spaced it out. My wife called me out this morning and said, hey, I understand that we were invited to go swimming yesterday. And I actually had talked to my neighbor and said, hey, maybe we should go hit the paddle boards tonight. And then it's a lot of work. It's not a lot of work, but it's a little bit more work to get out and go down to the lake and whatnot. So that didn't happen. And then my wife and I made dinner. We made something. It's called Jennifer Aniston's salad. If you like Jennifer Aniston, I do. Apparently, there's a salad that she eats. My wife didn't like it. I actually really liked it. Needed a little bit more protein, but it was good. Anyways, then we chilled out and watched a little bit of a show last night. You know what we watched last night? Because we couldn't figure anything out, so I just turned on Fear Factor. Do you remember Fear Factor from back in the day? Gosh, the video quality is like from 1910, it looks like. It was like 90s maybe, early 2000s. It's amazing how technology has changed in the quality of video. I mean, for crying out loud, I'm broadcasting from my house in a studio on like 18 platforms. Like, yeah, I think we've come a long ways in the technology of television, haven't we? Weekend is looking good for Panther Creek State Park kayaking, camping this Labor Day weekend. Ah, yes, it will, my friend. Yes, it will. You probably get some showers on Sunday, Tom. Maybe a couple on Saturday, but you may be far enough from the higher elevations to kind of stay away from that. But we'll see how it all plays out. Of course, you know what to do there, Tom, right? Check it on the East Tennessee Weather app. You're really loving your new vitamin routine this morning? Well, do share. What's your vitamin routine? Nice. Congratulations, Katrina. How you feeling? You feeling good? I know you got to be careful. Once you have one, you got to be careful, but hopefully you're taking care of that good old ticker of yours. Many of you, I don't know if you saw on social media, I did run. So let me just tell you a quick story. I'm not a runner. I'm a sprinter. I'm a soccer player. I love sports. I love chasing things like a ball or something like that. To run, I will run away from a bear easily, and I'll keep running as long as I need to stay away from a bear. And as long as I'm faster than you, then I'm clear from the bear. And so during COVID, I started running a lot. I ran like 278 miles the summer of COVID. I ended up getting plantar fasciitis. I started running too fast, too far, too fast, too soon. My brother's an ultra marathoner. He's like, "What are you doing? Don't be doing that. You're gonna hurt yourself." I hurt myself, so I stopped running. And I said, "Yeah, I don't know why I did that. I'm just not a runner. I don't enjoy it. The second I get away from the house, I'm like, great. Now I got to run back to the house. That's just great." And then I start thinking things. I start counting in my head. I do weird things while I run. I just don't like it. I do listen to music, but it's got to be the right beat and this, that. Anyways, long story short, I stopped running. Still like to work out as much as I possibly can, although I've been slacking on that. So I said, you know what? I had an epiphany, and I was like, I just need to get back into a little bit more heart health, a little bit healthier, maybe shed a couple of lbs. And so I started working out, and I was like, well, typically you're supposed to, warm up a little bit before you really start working out. So I said, enough is enough. I made fun of my neighbors. I told myself I'd never be running again. And lo and behold, I've ran, 2-3 days in a row now. I'm only going like a mile and a half. Like our street, if you run to the end of our street and back to our house, it's like almost, and you hit Yeah, it's like a mile and a half to like almost mile and 3/4 or something like that. So it's a really, really long straight street. And so I started doing that. Posted a picture yesterday. It was 86 degrees when I was running. At least we didn't have the extreme humidity. But boy, I'm glad I got my run in beforehand because then we warmed to 96 yesterday afternoon. I ain't running that. That's time to hit the pool and the lakes. You know what I mean? What's up, Janelle? Everybody, my wife, Wake Up with Witcher crew, the WUWW crew. Yep, we love camping and kayaking. That is, and paddleboarding. Okay, chiming in this morning. She's not working this morning. She got the kids off to school, so now she can hang out and watch us. I don't know why she just doesn't come into the studio. Janelle, just come to the studio and come say hi in person. She's like, I'm in my PJ still. No. That's right. Look at some love this morning, Miss Witcher. So again, I still miss the anniversary, but happy anniversary to whomever it may be. Oh no, that was to Katrina. I apologize. Happy anniversary, Katrina. Great thing to celebrate for sure. You should celebrate. Maybe go take a nice little walk for some heart health to celebrate, right? What's up, Linda? How are you this morning? You know, Tom, that's one place we've never been. I've never been to Panther Creek State Park. I've never been on the lake of Cherokee Lake. I've flown over it, of course, when I was flying because we'd fly around there all the time. I've never been on Douglas Lake either. Miss Witcher, what are we doing? Not hitting Cherokee or Douglas Lakes. Let's pack up the paddleboards. Let's pack up the kids. Tom, where are you going to be? We'll come meet you on, Sunday's going to be stormy. And we're watching the football game tomorrow. Pick another weekend, Tom, and the family and I will come up and you can kayak and we'll bring our paddleboards. Kimberly, what did you do to your phone? And you changed your picture again. Oh no, now you're on YouTube. Now you're on YouTube. Like, Kimberly, you have so many different facets of you. I love it. And I hope your day got better the other day, by the way. She was having a rough day. Pucker up, people. It's lemon juice day. Morning, Tammy. How are you? Okay, you take a B12 by Stacker and prenatal and hair, skin, and nails. There you go. There you go. I'm not a big vitamin taker myself. My wife jammed some stuff down my throat yesterday. It's like, what is this? She's like, just take it. Apparently COVID's running around town pretty bad. My kid's got like, what did they say, Janelle? Like 10, 12 kids out of his classroom out of 20 are out sick. So they were vitamins. They were some sort of vitamins. Janelle, you could probably throw that on here. And 1.66 miles, says Brent, is our neighborhood. Straight stretch, right, Brent? Little, not too many hills. Brent walks it like literally every day. Like he walks past my house every single day. Brent, I apologize. I don't know if you heard my apology earlier. I totally spaced out the swimming. Totally spaced it out. I even wanted to go to the lake to do paddleboarding. I just spaced out coming down to your house to do some swimming. I would have done that in a heartbeat. What are you doing today, bud? We swimming at your house? Brent's going to come busting through this door here in a second. Witcher! You could, by the way, on one of your little morning walks. Come on down. Come say hi. Come join the crew in person, if you so choose. And like I mentioned the other week when we were camping and we lost power and the weather center went down, Brent and his son came here and helped me fix it from afar. Ooh, here we go, Katrina. Maybe we could meet up on your pontoon boat. There are so many different things that I want to do. And if you know me, and if ask my wife, I'm a man of FOMO. Do you know what that is, right? Fear of missing out. If everyone's doing things, I want to be a part of it all, but you just can't possibly be a part of it all. Probably one of my biggest downfalls is having FOMO and wanting to do as much as I possibly can with as many people in the shortest amount of time as possible. Janelle, probably time to chime in here. I don't think she very much likes me for that, but she loves me for all my quirks, right, babe? You like to chug a small glass of emergency when it's cold and flu season. There we go. And also probably a good time to start taking, if you haven't been taking your allergy medicine all summer long, probably a good time to start taking that because ragweed is off the charts. Off the charts right now. So if you're suffering from something, let's hope it's not the Rona. Let's hope it's not the flu or anything. I don't think that flu's running around town yet. I'm not quite sure. But it's probably more likely than not ragweed and weeds, because weeds this time of year start to really increase. So trees in the spring, grass in the summer, weeds in the fall-ish time frame. That's typically the season of allergies. And so some of us suffer from all of them. I did allergy shots for years, but for some reason they're not bothering me as much as used to, but I'm now taking my allergy medicine once again. So there's that. What are we missing? I feel like we're missing something. I feel like there was something else I wanted to share with you. Oh, did you see? Let's see if I can't get it up here for you. I don't know if I'm going to be able to find it. Anyways, if you didn't see it, I did so East Tennessee Weather is now getting into more business establishments here in East Tennessee, right? Yeah, this is great news, right? Like the 24-hour weather channel. And I don't know how many of you have actually sat down and actually watched the 24-hour weather channel that I have, or have really just paid attention to it much or anything like that. You can get it on the app, the website, Roku TV, Amazon Fire, and of course YouTube. But it's really, while this was not the original goal and what I originally thought the 24-hour channel was going to be, I really think it's going to be, I think it's one of those things that needs to be in like business establishments, i.e. waiting rooms, businesses with like lots of TVs. And so if you didn't see it, a Bridge Brewing Company has now added East Tennessee Weather officially every day added East Tennessee Weather to their establishment. So they have it on their TVs in 3 of their locations every single day. And as I told business owners, and I am telling business owners, like if you do that and you just like put East Tennessee Weather in the channel on mute, it's like the old Weather Channel days, right? Just put it on mute. You'd be surprised on how many people just sit there and go and stare at it. Like the old Weather Channel days. Like you just watch it without sound. You just watch weather, right? We like to do that. Well, a Bridge Brewing Company has now officially put that into their establishment. So I posted a video on social media and whatnot. I'll just give you a little clip. You can find this on YouTube. You can find it.
Pursue it as a career. I think ever since I kind of lit the burner on my first homebrew batch, in the back of my mind, I was always like, this would be fun to do as a profession, that's for sure. When you're making something like any artist, I assume like you
rewind this here. A Bridge Beer Company has been around for quite some time. I want to go inside and talk to the owner, Jesse Bowers, about his experience and why he started a Bridge Brewing Company, and of course, why he's airing East Tennessee Weather in his establishments. Let's go inside.
A Bridge Beer, it's truly born out of my love and passion for home brewing, just wanting to pursue it as a career. I think ever since I kind of lit the burner on my first homebrew batch, in the back of my mind, I was always like, this would be fun to do as a profession, that's for sure. When you're making something like any artist, I assume like you're wanting to share what you made, and I really wanted it to be in a neighborhood, around where people live, to make it more of a part of everybody's daily life. The zoning ended up requiring that we do food, and I think that particular fact kind of changed the whole trajectory of what a Bridge Beer Company would become. It was funny at first because the dream of mine was like, oh, I want people to come in and experience the beer and like be all romanticized about the beer. The more I kind of watched the crowd and like learned what the experience had become, I wouldn't change a thing. Like the food and how it brings more walks of life together. And the abridged burger flavor combination that we stumbled upon in many ways. It was like a real trendy appetizer. Sauteed Brussels sprout, bacon, caramelized onion. We're like, let's throw this on a burger.
But here's my favorite part. Ready?
Unbelievable. So that was really the inspiration of why the toppings ended up on the hamburger. Our beers really run the gauntlet of beer styles, from classic beer styles that never go out of favor to like trying to stay ahead on like the newest trends. You know, I think instantly when you approach me with like, hey, let's see if we can get East Tennessee weather, you know, in your establishments. It's an obvious fit. It's one lover of brewing and beer to another, you know, another guy kind of chasing down a dream just like I am, and it was just, it's kind of a really good fit. Humans by nature like have the desire to like be informed of what's going on with the weather, you know, to have it in such like a clean, simple package that like it's like right over your head right now, and I can glance up there and I can tell you on Friday it's 89 and sunny. Great, I can't wait till Friday. It's a really cool way to present the forecast and the weather without having to wait on a specific time or anything like that. It's just always available.
What do you think about them apples, my friends? Pretty cool stuff right there. And I think that's really the point of the story, is that, you know, East Tennessee weather is you know, it's meant to be in the background as a 24-hour channel, whether it be in your house and you've got kids, you don't want your kids to be associated with, not associated, but like, you know, see all the terrible stuff that can be on TV, right? There's always some good stuff, and you just want the weather. You can put it on in the background, but business establishments, you can put it up and it just sits there and airs 24 hours a day. If you don't know, I don't know if this is going to work, but if you don't know, this may change. Shut my mic off, so stand with me. If you don't know, now you should be able to hear me. Okay, so, well, it's not work. I mean, this, generally speaking, that's the idea. Now I do have maps that show up in there and whatnot. Let's see if I can get that on there. There it is. So there it is. That's what the 24-hour channel looks like. And again, I've got music to it. And it just runs through weather maps, 7-day forecast at the bottom, and current conditions on the left-hand side. So this is the kind of thing that we can add to different establishments. And this is the kind of thing that Jesse has added to his establishment, which is a Bridge Beer Company. Great food, by the way. I saw Aaron say great food and great beer. Their abridged burger, if you like hamburgers, I'm just going to throw it out there. Their original abridged burger is hands down probably my favorite hamburger ever. They also have a chicken version of the abridged burger, where you can get it grilled or fried. The fried chicken abridged burger is like hands down amazing as well. And again, solid beers. And the thing is I reached out to Jesse from the get-go about this, because when I first moved back to town in 2017, they were like one of the first breweries here in East Tennessee. And as a home brewer, I would take my beers over to him being the owner of Abridged, Jesse, and him being a home brewer and have done over 200 to 300 batches of homebrew beers. And I wanted him to test my beers, give me ideas. What am I doing wrong? Do you like this? Do you not like this? What should I do differently next time? And so I bugged him a lot, and we kind of we befriended each other. And so I'm in their establishments quite a bit. And so I wanted to reach out to him, and I said, hey, listen, what would you say about putting East Tennessee weather up in your establishment? And if you do, this is what I will do for you and your business, because it takes small businesses to help each other out. I scratch your back, you scratch my back. And so that's really what we're doing. And that's my goal. So if you know of any businesses that you want me to reach out to see if they'd be willing to do that, I will highlight their business on social media and, of course, here on the channel. And they can just put East Tennessee weather up in their establishments, because I think at marinas and certain locations around town, I think it's really nice to have some sort of weather information right there where you could just glance up to. And that's what East Tennessee Weather and the 24-hour weather channel is all about. Did you get all that? Was that clear as mud? Anyways. Anywho. Yeah, Brent agreed. Brent agreed. Julie loves the channel and the app. Anyways. That's about all I got this morning. So make sure you check that out. If you haven't seen that, I've just showed you the whole thing. So, but you can go share it. You can go to social media, find it on social media, and share it so other people see it. Because really, I think that's the goal, is just really helping each other out to build a rapport with our community. Rapport and trust is what it's all about. And of course, friendships and friendliness, right? Oh, Carol, you're the best. Yeah, that would be amazing. Unfortunately, there's a TV station here in town that is the official TV station. I don't got enough money to donate to UT to be able to be on the Jumbotron, but that would be amazing, wouldn't it? I've always said, now, while I know I broadcast to a lot of people, whether it's been on local television or here, social media, wherever it has been, especially in local TV, because I'm still building my product, but we broadcast to a lot of people every single day. But it's me versus the camera kind of thing, like you are right here. That's you. I'm talking to you individually, each and one of you individually. And so I don't know if I could get on the 50-yard line at Neyland Stadium in front of 2,000 people and do a weather forecast. I think I would probably lose it. I'd be so nervous. My voice would probably be shaking. It'd be crazy. You got to remember, if you recall, one of my hardest classes I ever had to take in my entire lifetime was public speaking. And believe it or not, did you know the majority of the population does not like to talk and does not like public speaking? The majority of the population is like that. It took me a long time to get over that hurdle, but being in broadcasting, you're not really talking to a big crowd that you can see, right? They always said, like, if you're up there public speaking, you get nervous, just picture the crowd. Either don't look at the crowd at all or picture the crowd naked, so to kind of get your mind off of it. Did you ever hear that? I've always heard that. Never been able to do that. I just kind of worked through it. Practice makes better. Practice never makes perfect because nobody is ever perfect. That's what I tell my kids every day. You will never be perfect, but you can strive and practice to be better at anything you choose to do in life every single day. Do you think these college athletes, these professional athletes, do you think they're perfect? Absolutely not. They practice every single day, and they've been doing it their entire lives. Do you think politicians are perfect? Sorry, I should not have opened that can of worms. Take that back. Hold on. No, yeah, and this one too. Woo! Rewind. Let's go. But nobody's perfect, and so that's the whole point. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, Julie. Come on. I need some Irish courage for public speaking. Well, it usually helps. Well, we love you too. My wife, my family, I personally love you all every single day. So I really appreciate you joining in every single day. Thank you for listening to me, for joining me in the conversation every day, for representing East Tennessee weather to your friends and family and coworkers, to push it along out in the public, because everything I've done has been all 100% organic, and we are continuing to grow every single day. And because of you is where I'm at currently at. I wouldn't be where I currently am without you. And also, just going to throw it out there. If you have a chance, oops, wrong graphic. If you have a chance, wrong button. Let me get the other button in there. Oh, come on. If that just like loses the whole oomph when that happens. If you have the chance, don't forget, I've got a link at my top of my app and online at easttnweather.com. If you can donate any amount of money, $1 here, $1 there, will help a great cause. But I am raising money for the American Cancer Society. I do have a link at the top of my app and online at easttnweather.com. All right. Enough of that, and I am trying to set up some events, so hopefully we'll be able to get those set up. If you missed any of the forecasts, of course, I'm going to send you back to the 24-hour weather channel. Hey, my friends, it is Friday. Yay! Gosh, it's got a good ring to it. Oh, you're going to want to tune in tomorrow morning, by the way. You're going to want to tune in tomorrow morning. Maybe pass along the word, eh? Got a big old surprise tomorrow. Big old surprise. Let's hope I don't forget. But it is Friday. It's going to be a great day. Hey, have a great day. Be safe. Be kind to each other. Life is short. I say that every day because it goes by so fast. A buddy of mine texted me the other day and said, can you believe this was 9 years ago? That was our going away party when we moved to Denver 9 years ago. What? How time flies by without us even knowing it. With the blink of an eye, we age every single day. So that's why I said, be safe. Be kind to each other. Life is short. See you back here for the Wake Up with Witcher tomorrow morning. Again, share, like, subscribe, social media. It helps the platform. See you later. Bye.
From the East Tennessee Weather Center, here's your morning weather update with meteorologist Mike Witcher.
And good morning. Happy Thursday, everybody. Sure hope you have a great day. Thanks for checking in with your morning weather update. It was a scorcher of a day yesterday. Temperatures topped out at 96 degrees in Knoxville. We tied the record high in Chattanooga at 100 degrees. That was set back in 1924. And 93 in the Tri-Cities area. We talk about that because we've been warming up ever since last Tuesday, the 20th, where we had a temperature of 78 degrees. But yesterday, again, warmed up to 96, nearly 20 degrees hotter in just a week's time frame. And as I mentioned, this trend's going to continue thanks to a ridge of high pressure that continues throughout the day today. But there is an approaching cold front, so high pressure will shift down to our south, kind of get squashed across the southeastern U.S. Here comes a trough and a frontal boundary that's going to swing on through as we get into the upcoming weekend. And that's going to spill in some scattered showers and thunderstorms, which we desperately need at this point of the game. Once again, here today, the National Weather Service has issued an air quality alert all the way through the day for the central and southern valleys. So something to keep in mind, it's due to excessive ozone levels. And so we're going to see a little bit more ozone. So if you suffer from some sort of lung disease, probably limit some outdoor activities. Throughout the day today, as I mentioned, we do have a chance for a couple of isolated afternoon showers and thunderstorms. Best locations would be across the Cumberland Plateau and the mountains, but it's not going to add up to a whole lot. Just be thankful if you get a little bit of rain at this point of the game. When you look at our rainfall totals, again, pretty lackluster, a little spotty here and there, and that should be about the extent of it. Through the day today, we start the morning off with temps in the 60s and 70s. We'll climb to near 90 degrees by lunchtime, so a much hotter lunch hour today than what we've seen over the last couple of days. High temperatures will top out in the mid to upper 90s to near 100 again. The dew points climb just a little bit more today, and so that's going to lead to heat index values pushing over 100 degrees, especially across the Southern Valley. So another incredibly hot day. Therefore, the heat stress. So something to keep in mind, parents and coaches. If you have practices or outdoor events here this afternoon, this evening, the heat stress is going to be in the moderate to high category. So as we get into the evening rush hour, 94 degrees, 87 by 8, down to 81 degrees by 10, but still a little bit of a heat index value by 10 o'clock tonight thanks to the elevated moisture content that's moving its way back in. And that's going to lead to elevated heat stress again on into our Friday, but we should start to see that fade a little bit on Saturday, although if you are heading off to the football game on Saturday, of course, kickoff at 12:30, 12:45. As we go through into the peak heat of the day, it is going to be a very hot one indeed. But we're also talking about showers and thunderstorms to be developing throughout the day on Saturday. So your temperature trend tips start to come on down a little bit after today into the low 90s on Saturday, and then more seasonable, if not below average weather, thanks to this cold front swinging its way on through, which does a couple of things. It's going to bring us cooler temperatures, but also drop our humidity levels a little bit, considering that our dew points will continue to climb today, tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday until the cold front slices on through. And that's going to give us elevated heat index values across much of the area until we get into next week. And then as we get into the first part of September, a little pocket of cool air. The one that comes behind this cold front will continue to swing its way on through and likely to keep us on the cooler side for a few days anyways, which is really going to be nice. However, with that said, on the other side of the story, the rainfall amounts. Last time we saw rainfall was on the 19th. We picked up 0.11 of an inch of rain. We have not seen rain since then. At some of the airports, most of the airports where we take the official measurements, likely not to get any rainfall today. A little bit on Friday, a little bit more on Saturday, and better coverage in the valley locations on Sunday. So we're going to ramp up those rain chances 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 to 60% on Sunday, and then they fall off but start to climb back up as we get into next week. So let me paint a different picture for you. All right, so we pick up our timeline here this morning at 7 o'clock. We'll run you through our Friday morning. You can see not much in the form of rain around our area. Through the day on Friday, we'll see a few spotty showers and a few thunderstorms. Again, best location will be across the mountains and the Cumberland Plateau. As we start Saturday, if you're heading off doing some tailgating early in the morning on Saturday, not going to have any rainfall with us then. We'll see a few scattered showers and thunderstorms throughout the day on Saturday, but here's the story. I actually think Saturday is going to be trending much drier than what we were previously thinking over the last few days. As the cold front swings through, that's what brings us better coverage of rainfall on into our Sunday. And generally speaking, looking at about a half an inch of rain. Rain chances should increase a little bit for the first maybe week to 2 weeks of September. So either average to slightly above average precipitation for the first couple of weeks of September, which is right around the corner, by the way. So check in on the latest forecast, track the rain as we get into the day today, the upcoming weekend, especially if you're heading off to the football game, you have outdoor plans on Saturday. You'll want to check in and make sure the rain showers aren't going to be affecting your plans whatsoever. So download it today. Just go to the App Store and search East TN Weather, all one word. I'm also raising money for the American Cancer Society. So if you have it in you to donate a couple of bucks, I would really appreciate it. I've got a link at the top of my app and online at easttnweather.com. All right, have a great Thursday, everybody. The heat is with us. We need rain. We're going to get some rain eventually, and it doesn't look like it's going to be too bad of a football game on Saturday. It is going to be hot, though. Very, very hot. All right, have a great day. Your next weather update's coming up today at noon. If you have time, come check back in.